So I have some time. I mean, lots of time. So I figured maybe we should do this unboxing while in the car, right? So this came in a couple of days ago, and I told them not to open it. But yeah, it's a MacBook. So, and it's a Belkin branded USB-C Ethernet adapter. It's one of those things that was added in the package. I've got a USB-C to digital AV, so that's basically USB-C, HDMI, and USB. You can call it a hub. And there was one more thing here. Oh, this one is a USB-C to VGA adapter, and yeah, and a USB-C pass-through, and USB Type A. Is that what they call it? So down to business. Okay, that's interesting. I've not had recently ordered a MacBook product, so this is as it is. That's the box. I'll set it aside so we can take a look at these. Fix that. So this is your Frunk unboxing. So yeah, this is as far as I know, I ordered a 17-inch. This doesn't feel like a 17-inch. Well, it's not a 17-inch because it is a 16-inch. So yeah, compared to the last MacBook I had many years ago, this is a 16-inch version of that machine. So let's get to it. So that's also an interesting change. I don't remember it being of that, open like that, just like, that kind of covering. But in terms of quality and the weights of this MacBook when I carried it to, it was more or less light. So let's get to the accessories. So you've got your design in Apple, California. This is your manual. You've got your typical charger. I honestly hate these because they are too bulky. And of course a USB Type-C or Thunderbolt, is it? Cable. So I think that is what it is. That's all that came with it. Let me try to open it up. So I can't open it further, so I will assume that's it. That's all it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, including the MacBook itself. Inside there's a slot to keep that in place. Amazing. We even thought about keeping this thing in place. So think about the detail that went into thinking about that. And that is what Apple is known for. Right. So quick looks at the back. So there it is. That is the back. Pretty much the same as when I last reviewed a MacBook. It's getting pretty windy out here, so I think we should change location. So here we are in a more quiet space, and let's do this unpeeling over once more. So I was promised that the labeling would have no effect on this part of the process. Nice. And there are two. And then that was just done so that we can get a proper tracking of this device. Let's get rid of this plastic. It's no longer important. And I'm doing all of this obviously one-handed, which is not the best way to do a review. But this is the backside of said product. So really the Mac is pretty consistent in how they present their devices, because this coming out from the recent iPhone launch, this is pretty consistent to the feel of what an iPhone, what is the current version, 12 is, in terms of the chamfered sides and all that stuff. So it's the curve here is not as pronounced. It used to be in some previous models that I have used before. So if you notice, this is the as 16-inch version. It has 4 of these, I believe, Thunderbolt, USB Type-C, and USB Type-C compatible ports. That means they, aside from providing USB Type-C, the Thunderbolt specification gives you the capability to run different other devices, put a switch in there, and the like, because USB Type-C. So the design is for USB Type-C to have a daisy chain of 4 devices, but since these are Thunderbolt versions using Type-C, you can daisy chain up to 6, and from that daisy chain you can keep on going if you power it and all that stuff. So that should be well enough, right? So as you open, the MacBook will power up, and as I did that, the car powered up. What's going on? So I would like to note also that voice recognition is automatically on as this MacBook turns on in setup mode. Right. So let's put a sticker in that. So there is an extra. There is still. Oops. There it goes. And you can only do that once, and after that it's, oops. Well, it's a MacBook, ain't it? So it should be hardy, because this MacBook just so happens to be competing as a replacement to my ThinkPad Ultra. And if you are familiar with what ThinkPads are known for, they are hardy. Let me just note that the reason I haven't gone back to Mac in so long was that my last Mac fell down from my bag. It was so heavy that it actually ripped the zipper, or caused the zipper to open up, and literally fell out of the bag. And the screen got shattered. So that was one of the things that disappointed me about the Mac. Right, so here we go. Here it is. When you're so used to a ThinkPad pad, this is huge. It's like I could literally cut this in half, and that would be the size of my pad for my ThinkPad. But if you did that, then that would be a smaller screen, wouldn't it? But yeah, so, or they could have increased the size of this. It should be interesting to compare this layout to my TKL keyboards. specifically at this point the HyperX, because I don't have working versions of the Logitech and the Corsair TKLs to compare it against. But yeah, that is a quick unboxing from the Frunk of the MacBook 16-inch and late 2019 edition. Right. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, and subscribe and like or not, and come back for more with things we can do with this MacBook as we incorporate it into my workflow with all the keyboards and all that stuff, which are currently of interest to me and perhaps to you as we all work from home. Thanks and bye.